In a move sparking controversy, one Idaho lawmaker now introducing a bill that would ban transgender girls from playing on girls' high school and college sports teams. 6 on your side's Madeline White is in studio to learn more about the situation. We bring her in to tell us all about it.
Yeah, Don, the bill is being called disheartening and unimportant by some lawmakers, but Idaho Falls Republican Barbara Ehart said she doesn't view her bill as anti-transgender, but that in her view, transgender girls being able to play on cisgender girls' teams is unfair.
This issue is about fairness in girls and women's sports.
Barbara Ehart went to college on a basketball scholarship and later spent 15 years as a college basketball coach.
It's about making sure that we preserve those opportunities that people like me and some of those who came before me fought so hard to create in the first place.
With this new bill, she's now targeting only trans girls, restricting them from being able to play on girls' teams in high school and college sports.
We're not even to a level playing field yet. We certainly don't want to go backwards. We want to continue to go forward.
According to a Williams Institute study, Idahoans who identify as transgender make up only 4,750 people, or 0.4% of the population.
Has there been an issue within Idaho where a transgender person tried to compete in women's sports?
That's not something that's hit the news, but we know this is becoming more and more prominent.
So I went to the office of the Idaho High School Activities Association to learn how prominent it is. The IHSAA governs 162 high schools across the state. Has this issue ever come across your desk?
No, it hasn't.
This in his 6 years of working in his role, but he says they do have a pre-existing policy on trans athletes in high school sports, which came to them from the National Federation of High Schools.
Which is our governing body, told all the states you should probably have a transgender policy of some type.
That policy, he says, requires hormone therapy for a year.
Once you have started that, you can still participate on the boys' team. But after a year, then if the doctor approves and you complete the therapy, then you could play on the girls' team, but then you could not go back.
Democratic Assistant Minority Leader John McCrosty recently called it an effort to try to take the humanity of trans people. This bill makes up one of many similar bills being introduced across the country. And Dawn, a couple things worth mentioning here. As I previously reported, another Republican lawmaker recently introduced a bill that would ban doctors from even providing hormone treatments to youth under 18. So I'll keep you updated on that. And secondly, if Ehart's bill is passed, it could create some pretty big complications for state colleges and universities in Idaho that are members of the NCAA, which requires its members to allow transgender athletes to participate in sports that align with their gender identity.
So what are their stipulations for it?
Transgender men may do so immediately, but similar to the National Federation of High Schools, the law for trans women is that they must undergo testosterone suppression therapy for a year before competing. And I'll be sure to keep you all updated on the progress of this bill after it receives its hearing.
All right, thanks, Madeline.